What's going on? It's me, Waddles here, and welcome to 5 new, exciting, thrilling uses for soul sand, of course, other than writing signs for your friends, like the one behind me, in the update Aquatic. In case you didn't know, in 1.3, or 1.13, or 1 point whatever you want to put after the point, soul sand will now shoot you up in water. It's like an elevator, and a super fast elevator at that. It will literally shoot you up in the water. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show it off in a minute. But if you have an extra idea, one that I didn't show you today in the video, I want you to go and drop that down below in the comments. And while you're down there doing that, leave a like on this video, subscribe, and also shout out to Fabricated Lightning, but not for the idea, for the calling of the video, if that makes sense. So what I mean is I just made one of these on Magma Blocks. If you want to check that out, check it out. And right after that, I started working on this video, but the Magma Block video has come out, and I saw that in the comments, so I'll give you credit for predicting it. So first, here's the new mechanic right there, getting shot into the air by this soul sand. So you put soul sand under the water, and it will make a bubble column that shoots you upward, or anything that goes into it. It'll throw an item up, it'll throw a mob up into the air super fast. So that's kind of cool, just like the Magma Block though. And also, just like the Magma Block, the first use here is to use this soul sand to decorate a water area. Now I have this kind of positioned in a little circle, kind of looks cool, but the bubble effect is really cool looking, and it's nice. It definitely adds something to the water, so you could totally use this to decorate. Now, also, kind of pointed out from the comments of the last video, you can also use these bubble columns as an oxygen source. There is my oxygen refilling. I just got all of the air that I needed right from this bubble column. I'm in survival, and I'm not losing any air, but I'm underwater. So this is an air source. That's another use you could use this thing for. If you're, say, raiding an ocean monument or something, you need air, take soul sand. Don't take fences anymore. Another cool use for soul sand once this update drops is an item elevator. So right here, I've got a water stream set up with some ice below it. Doesn't have to be packed ice, but I just like packed ice. And if you throw an item into it, it gets rocketed over there and shot up really high like that. So you can utilize this mechanic to make a simple little item elevator way easier than anything before, and very cheap to make. You just need water and soul sand and ice, which is all pretty easy to make. Just copy my setup here. Kind of cool. You can also use this mechanic in some form to make a mob elevator. Just did a whole video on that though, and that's a little more complicated. An interesting use that I came up with for soul sand is to make a secret base entrance. So in here I have soul sand that will shoot me up, and then I swim right into my base right here using this whole little 1x1 swimming mechanic that's new as well. So kind of cool. You can get out actually really easily. It seems like you can swim against that current pretty easily, but a secret little entrance to your base. Kind of cool. A little glitchy as you saw, but I didn't take any damage. Maybe it's because I'm a greeter, but still kind of cool, kind of secret. You could hide this maybe a little better by doing something like that, and then of course moving the light further back into your base, but a really cool entrance to your base for sure. This is a really interesting use that I came up with for the soul sand, and that is to make a water bridge without doing a bridge. If you just make a line of soul sand, you can walk on water now like I'm doing here. You can go anywhere you need without actually putting a bridge in. So that would mean that skeletons, zombies, land spawning mobs won't spawn on this bridge because there's no blocks. But you can walk here. Now, you do need to worry about things getting into this column here if you're near an ocean monument or something like that. Things will go in here and start bobbing up and down, so that's something to worry about, but kind of cool. You could make a whole, like bridge to somewhere pretty easily with the soul sand. It's literally just lining the bottom of the ocean here, but again, it doesn't need to be on the bottom. Just kind of a cool way to do it. Not necessarily a lot better than making a bridge, but kind of cool. It also makes a cool bubble wall under the water if you're trying to mark something off, say like plots or something. This makes an easy plot line. You can see the bubbles, and that is where, your limit would kind of be. Kind of cool. Zooming right through all of my ideas like that, here is my final idea for today for the bubble column. What I made here is some kind of experimentation tank. Now, if I go ahead and break my way into this, what you would do is put something in it. So let's put some puffer fish in there. And then, of course, we want to get out and close it up. And then you have these mobs that are going to be bobbing up and down in here and kind of like, you know, being contained by something. Kind of cool, makes a cool little effect. Maybe you're evil and you want to put some villagers in there too, bouncing up and down and taking damage on the ceiling because it's not tall enough for him. Something like that. This could be done really cool. If you had like a lab or something like that, it would really fit. Now, of course, if you don't want things to despawn, you're going to need to name them. Keep that in mind. You could put a hostile mob in here and you have some kind of weird experimentation tank as well. Do something like that, but make a tank. This is pretty easy to be able to just take a look at it and do your own thing. My villager friend just died, and that is that for today's video. Kind of a shorter one, but those are some ideas for soul sand in this new update. Like I said, do you have one more? If you do, go throw it down below. Drop a like on this video if you haven't yet. It really helps me out, and I appreciate it a lot. Subscribe as well. My name's Waddles, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.